Hello and good afternoon. We got a rug here that has been abused by a pet. At this point, is I've already dusted and vacuumed, and then I wet it down to start just the basic rinsing process. And as I started doing the squeegeeing, I was pushing out a lot of pet urine and also stain from dog diarrhea. So I wanted to make a video of this and show you how this can be corrected. So as you can see, as I'm pushing down here, you can see this is from an older dog that has left his marks. And you can see as I'm squeegeeing this that the pet urine and the dog diarrhea is squeegeeing out of the rug. The other side of the rug didn't look too bad. I'm working on from the back side right now. And the top side didn't look too bad. And this is one of the characteristics of wool, is that it can hide soils very well. And so a lot of people think that because the rug doesn't look dirty, is that it doesn't need to be cleaned, which is a big mistake. You should have your rugs cleaned periodically, at least once every couple of years. I have the hose in the end of my wand here, and I'm going to continue to squeegee this rug until the water comes out clean. This will probably take me about a half an hour to an hour of squeegeeing until this completely comes clean. And then the next process will then be to soak it in a product that's going to do the deodorizing. This is just getting the main content of the stain out, and then we're going to be doing some deodorizing as well. And as you can see, that the water is beginning to become a little bit more clear. So again, once that comes completely clear, then I will soak it in a odor neutralizing product. What I'm going to do now is spray an odor neutralizer. The squeegeeing process is completed, and a lot of what did come out was just dust and dirt that had accumulated inside the fiber. A lot of this was pet urine and dog diarrhea in combination with the dust. So what I'm going to do now is put an odor neutralizer in here, then we're going to fold the tarp up and just let it soak for approximately 24 hours, and that'll neutralize the pet odors and help with the stains. I'm just going to cover the rug, and it's going to soak for about 24 hours. Okay, this rug has had plenty of time to soak in deodorizing product, and we're going to give it another rinse now, and we're going to see a lot more soil come out of the rug. After I get done with this process, then I'm going to do the actual cleaning of the rug, and I'll demonstrate that for you as well. And again, you can see more soil coming out of the rug. This is not only soils from pets, but it's also dirt and dust that has gotten into the rug that doesn't come out with vacuuming. So again, I'll continue to rinse until the water rinses out clean. And then I'll turn the rug over. It'll be right side up. And then I'll clean the face yarns. So for those of you who own Oriental rugs, they can look clean and still be very dirty because of the shape of the fiber. It has a cone shape, and the dust particles get trapped underneath, and that doesn't come out with vacuuming. So if you've had Oriental rugs for some years and they've never been cleaned and they don't look dirty, don't let that fool you, because they can be very dirty, and the dry particulate soil that gets trapped inside the fiber is very abrasive. So as you can see now that the water is coming out clean. So I've gotten all the dry particulate soil and everything out. So I'm going to turn the rug over and begin the next process. Okay, I'd like to show you the product I'm going to use on the actual cleaning process. It's very important that the products used for dealing with wool be wool-specific products. This is an excellent Bridgepoint product, and it's approved by the Wools of New Zealand. You most definitely don't want to exceed a 8.5 on the pH scale, or else that can degrade the fibers. So all products that I use on rugs or carpet, for that matter, all have the stamp of approval from the Wools of New Zealand that you can see right here. So all products that I use have the stamp of approval, including the stain guard. So we're going to get on the next process for the actual cleaning. The next step is to give it a light agitation. I'm going to go in the width direction for agitating the product into the rug. But again, this has got to be done very gently. Most commonly, the fringe on Oriental rugs will be made of cotton. This fringe is wool, which is typical of a tribal-made rug. I'm going to agitate the fringe as well. Okay, I'm going to let this sit for about 15 and 20 minutes, and then I'll begin the next step. So this product that I put in is for the cleaning is on the alkaline side of the pH scale. It's an 8.5, and the rinse process that I'm going to do now, the product will be on the acid side of the pH scale to neutralize and rinse out the alkaline cleaner that I had put in. Okay, I just finished the extraction process on this rug. The alkaline cleaner that I put in has now been rinsed out and neutralized. So what I'm going to do now is dry the rug, and then after the drying is completed, I will inspect the rug and I will look for any additional stains that may be on the rug, and then I'll take my next step on the removal of those stains. Okay, we're going to start the drying process. This will probably take about 6 hours for a complete dry, and we're going to use an air mover. We're going to be blowing air underneath the rug. It's going to dry from underneath up. Keep it going. Okay, we'll see you back here in a little bit. Once the rug has been dried, we'll inspect it and look for any additional stains, and we'll see you in a little bit. Okay, we're back now with this rug. We're very fortunate that there was no remaining stains left from the pet urine. So what we're going to do now is correct the color on this fringe. There was a repair some years ago on this rug, and the repair that was done was done very well. However, the fringe, the color doesn't match up. So what we're going to do is put the color back into this fringe and blend this in so that it all looks uniform. Okay, I've already mixed the dye and they're ready to be applied. And so I'm going to take my airbrush and I'm going to cover this area with a piece of cardboard just to shield the dye from overspraying into the rug. And so here we go. See, that's starting to blend. I'm going to kind of agitate it and work it in a little. This will probably take a couple coats to get it completely blended in. Okay, what I'm going to do now is do a light blending of the entire length of the fringe, and then I'll let this dry, and maybe it might need a little bit more touch up. So I'm going to start on one end and work towards the other. Okay, it's a little bit lighter in here, so I'm going to add a little bit more color in here and then just let it dry. And so here we go with the final touch-up. Okay, I'm done with the color blending on the fringe, and as you can see, it's blended in quite nicely. You have a little area here, it's a little bit darker, but this is quite a bit wetter than the rest of the fringe, so this is just going to take a little longer to dry, and once it's dry, that should blend in quite nicely. So I'd like to thank you for taking the time to watch the video. You'll see my number at the bottom of the screen. If you have any questions, please feel free to to call me and ask whatever questions you want.